Yeah, I see a lot of lonely people out there, sad people, lost people. I don't know, do you know what I mean? And I just find it disappoints me, you know, and I do try and help people, but how can you help people sometimes, you know? How can you help people when they're happy with their own little world? I think we're all living in our own little worlds, aren't we, really?
Yeah.
In a funny way.
No. Well, generally speaking, if you're the type of person that's got a certain amount of pride and a certain amount of thing anyway, you don't want help from other people.
No, that's right. I mean, some people really get offended, actually, when you're kind to them, especially some disabled people, right? And you go up to them, you want to help them, you feel sorry for them, maybe, you know, and they don't like that.
They know.
Patronising and all this
Yeah,
kind of
they see it as like condescending and shit, it's true,
They get very angry, you know, like that's what I mean, there's kindness, it's what I'm talking about, you know, because like, I feel like we've all got a different understanding of what kindness is too, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like love, really, that's another one, you know, and many other subjects, you know, but kindness is, it can be also wickedness sometimes. When some people being kind and smiling, but behind it all there's wickedness going on. Do you understand me? Yeah. Especially with pens. Yeah, the pen, believe it or not, pen and paper, yeah, is probably, you know, one of the most dangerous weapons in the world. The pen. It's, you know, it kind of, funny enough, it's more, could be more dangerous than the nuclear bomb itself. Anyway, you know, it does so much damage to so many people. You know, where doctors are writing information about people and all this kind of stuff. It's not so much pen now, it's computer, isn't it?
As I say, most stuff today is digital, isn't it?
I'm just saying pen was a really, you know, it's a dangerous weapon, really. It used to be. I suppose it still is today in a funny way, you know, it puts people into trouble.
Yeah.
Or puts people into jail. And so on, you know. It's a very dangerous weapon, the pen.
Yeah.
And some people are quite intelligent, you know, and they're trying to earn a living, they're doing their job as a solicitor or something, and sometimes they do pretty wicked, you know, things with their pens, you know. They could make a mistake, and it could put someone in prison sometimes, you know, sometimes I think. But that's it, you know, like, we're living in a paper world, really, where people are writing records about everyone. Criminal records, doctor records, and so on.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it a kind world, you know, for the children, you know? Are we being kind to our children by putting them all into a school, telling them that they've got to sort of learn now? You're not allowed to play anymore. And then go to work afterwards, I mean, after all that time at school. Maybe go to college and do some more studying.
Well, if you can encourage your kids as they get older to be their own boss, if you educate yourself enough as a parent, so that when your kids get old enough, you can instill in them the same education and everything else that you know about life and business and everything else, and all the, you know, etc. You know, making money. Like, even as my kids get older, I'm going to say to them, of course, you know, if you want to have your own specified type of job, that's okay. But at the same time, if you want to be your own boss too, that's okay too. If you want to be an entrepreneur and start your own business and have an idea about what you want to do and what you want to achieve, and you want to work towards that, and you're 100%, you know, focus on that, and that's what you're doing, and that's what you believe in, then I'll be behind them 100%, you know. I'll be big on, you know, trying to encourage them to be their own boss, so that they can make and break their own schedule. They haven't got a boss, you know, they are their own boss. They don't have anyone to answer to. They haven't got any contractual obligations. They can work when they want, where they want. You know, they can come and go as they please. You know, they can take holiday when they want. If they're making a certain amount of money, if they're generating a good income every year, they can take a holiday whenever they want, and, you know, pick and choose their lifestyle. You know, gives you more options. So when you're working a 9 to 5, or you're working, like, even like myself, like I'm contracted to do a certain amount of hours every week. If you see, I maybe 12-hour shifts too. There'll be longer shifts. It's like, every week I know there's, I'm contracted to be somewhere, that's what pays me, my salary. So, yeah, just about, and, if you can be free from those things, 100% and still make a good income and have a good life, a decent life, and not have to struggle and have a good source of income that's safe and also consistent as well, so.
Well, I've got 3 children, but they're all grown up now, And I left my children are all adults now, basically, But when I was with my children when they were younger, I used to draw with them. I used to sort of try to tell them fairy tale stories. It's like Albert Einstein said, if you want your children to be intelligent, tell them a fairy tale story. Yeah. So I used to sort of do that a lot with my children. But I never taught them philosophy because I didn't know it then. Didn't study it then. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Then my wife divorced me, and then I started studying philosophy. Now I'm 15 years later. Do you know what I mean? My children are older now. All 3 of them. Now, if I had some more children today with another woman, another family, I would teach them philosophy. Because I know it now. It's really so important. That's why I teach my children philosophy. Because they need to understand. So I'm starting to understand it a little bit more now. I didn't a couple of years ago, to be honest with you. It's only you said let's do this show, and we are. And we're talking about it every week. And now I'm starting to understand philosophy more than I ever have done a little bit. I can't explain it, but I am. Okay. And I realise now the importance of it all. Philosophy. And I've googled it. Last few years, whatever. Like I said, it's philosophy is actually wisdom itself. So now I found that out, I love it even more. And I just can't wait to learn more. Even about the subject we're talking about tonight, kindness. Is a very, very important subject because even myself, I ask what is true kindness. What really is it? We've answered some of those questions, and it's when you're doing it from your heart. You're not doing it for any money or anything. You're just doing it because you're gonna help someone.
Yeah.
And,
you feel inclined to help.
Yeah. And I can't explain it, but you get a very, very good feeling from being kind.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You won't get a good feeling by being wicked. No way. So if you want to go around in America, we've got a ghost in there. But if you want to go around being wicked every day, do you know what I mean? That's sad for yourself, I think. Yeah. But it is an interesting topic, really. Because I think we all need to learn what real kindness is, because I think we're kind of living in a fake world today where, I just think it's just a bit mixed up, where most people don't know what kindness is. They don't even know what respect is anymore.
Yeah.
So on.
Yeah. That's true.
So I think it's the missing link philosophy. I think it's the answer to a lot of questions, or it could answer a lot of questions. Sort of like the prison jail thingy and all that. It might end that kind of thing. We might start educating people rather than punishing them.
Yeah.
Because people, at the end of the day, do silly things or bad things.
Of course.
Because they don't know better. They don't know better.
Sometimes people do. There are some people that know better. I'm not gonna excuse everyone. I'm not gonna excuse everyone personally.
Maybe.
There are some people that know better.
Well, I think if anyone does something wrong,
especially if you're a repeat offender. If you're a repeat offender, if you get arrested for doing something, and they give you 3 years, 5 years, You do your time. You do 2 years because of good behaviour instead of 5. You come home, and within a couple of weeks, you're back into the old same behaviour that got you back into prison in the first place. Police come and pick you up, throw you back into prison. You knew what was coming. People are not silly. A lot of people are not silly, if you see what I mean. You know? And when I was young, there was someone that said to me, I can't remember who it was, right? But they said that there was a study that was conducted, right? And it said that past present behaviour predicts future present behaviour in a lot of cases with people. They repeat the same cycles, same mistakes, same errors. For some people, they could fall down and get back up and learn their lesson straight away. For other people, it takes 10 times.
Well, it's like, for instance, like if you
They have to fall and bump their head 10 times.
Say you murdered someone, right?
Yeah.
Which I'd never do. Okay.
Right.
But say you did.
Mm.
That's a really bad thing, I think, alright? And you should feel guilty for the rest of your life. But then what's wrong with murdering 2 people? Once you've done one, you see. You with me? That's what the philosophy in it, you know?
Well, I think that makes it even worse.
Well, no, I'm just sort of saying, if you killed one person, you've really done such a bad thing that God's not going to forgive you, that you might as well kill another one. You with me? Yeah? I'm just sort of talking about the philosophy of meaning of doing things wrong, you know. Once you've done something bad like that, it don't matter whether you do it again because you've done it before, and you've sinned forever.
Yes, but I think at the same time
you're doing more damage.
More damage, and if you're the type of person that has done something like that, and you claim to be remorseful, because there are people out there that have made mistakes, they've acted impulsively at a young age, had a gun or something, then when someone got into a dispute, confrontation went left, everyone, got into got heated, whatever, someone might have pulled out a gun and shot someone in the heat of the moment, killed them, just because of impulse, because of anger, because of confrontation, and then regrets it, and then says, you know what, yes, I made this error, yes, I killed this person, yes, I know I might have to spend maybe 15, 20 years in prison, but when I come back out, I'm remorseful for it, and I don't want to go back to prison, and I don't want to, then committing the same crime again is just, I think to me, is like one of the stupidest things you could possibly do, if you see what I mean. If you spent 15, 20 years in prison and you haven't learned a lesson from being in there for that amount of time, then when are you going to learn a lesson? You're not, are you? It's, so, I think people need to start analysing their behavioural patterns. Because to be very honest with you, right, a large majority of people have addictive personalities. And it's just normal as human beings to a degree. We like something, we enjoy it. You do it too much, you become addicted to it, no matter what it is, if you see what I mean. So yeah, people need to start analysing their behavioural patterns and things that are not conducive to their life or conducive to what they've got going on in their life, in their situation, their circumstances, their position in life. They need to start eliminating those things from their life, and analysing it and trying to conduct themselves in a different way, in a different manner, so, yeah.
Let's say as you get older, get kinder. You learn how to get kinder. Every year that goes by. I'm even finding that now, because I feel like I'm a bit kinder than I was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Today. I feel like kindness is sort of like growing every year. And it is quite a nice feeling actually. And I'm not saying all people are kind, because they're not. Some old people are very sort of angry or nasty, or they're angry with themselves probably, because they've not had the best past, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's number of reasons, if you see what I mean. You know, but some old people generally, as you get older, you get kinder. Apparently, we're learning.
Well, I think
learning.
I think as people get older, generally most people tend to mellow.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're not mellow already, like me and you, we're very pacified people. We're like peacekeepers almost, essentially. You know, we're very pacified people. Just generally, just our general demeanour and character and personality is subdued.
Yeah, we want peace, not war.
Not war. We're very subdued people. But if you're not that type of person, generally people that are kind of a bit more aggressive and a bit more confrontational and a bit more irritable and agitated, generally tend to mellow as they get older, tend to, you know, calm down a bit and, you know, relax, you know, and, you know, mature, I guess.
Well, it's like when I was younger, I used to have really bad temper. I used to I used to lose it really quite quickly. You know, but gradually, you know, I'm matured, you know what I mean? I don't lose my temper anymore. I'm just sort of like laid back now. And yeah, if someone said I've got a big nose, I'm not going to lose my temper. You know, sort of like that, if you see what I mean. You know, I've got a different attitude, if you see what I mean, today than I did have, if you see what I mean. And I think we're all slowly sort of learning how to be a bit better as a person, hopefully, you know. But like I say, some people don't learn, you know, they don't want to learn. You know, they don't want to, they think they're right or something, or they're angry with themselves. They're living in the angry world every day. Some people are crying every day, or some people are in pain every day, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so on.
Pride can be a lot of people's downfall.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Sometimes people need to remove the ego out of the situation, you know. You can learn from anyone in life, you know.
Yeah.
You can learn something from one of your kids, you know.
Yes, that's right.
You know, as an adult, you know, your kid could come home from something that they learned from school that you might have never heard about, or even, you know, been taught in school yourself or anything like that, you know. You know, never be so prideful or egotistical to the point that you're not able to take advice or to at least be able to listen to the opinions of other people, and not say that you have to take on board everything, because obviously you take certain things with a grain of salt, and you know, the people that you really love and you care about, and the people that you know really love and care about you, then you can kind of value those people's opinions, and you can ask them for advice if you feel the need to, you know. Not all of us feel that need, you know, some of us just deal with our shit on our own, that's just how it goes. But some people feel the need that they need to confide in people and seek advice. So if you are, then seek the right people. Seek the people that you know have your best interests at heart, have good intentions, you know. And also people that are not afraid to be honest with you too. Because sometimes people are fickle in their relationships. If you really love someone enough, right, you would tell them where they're messing up. You'll tell them where they're fucking up in life. You'll not be afraid to be brutally honest with them and say, listen, you know, you squandered this opportunity because of X, Y, Z. You know, don't take it personally, you know. And I think that's, you know, it's beautiful when you can have that kind of relationship and communication with people that you love, you know, whether it be family, friends, loved ones, whoever. If you can be completely brutally honest with each other and say, listen, mate, like, you know, I don't think you were right in this situation, or, you know, I think you could, like, just random example, like, I'm married, yeah, and my mate here's been married, he's divorced now, but he's been married, had kids, you know, he's been there, done that, all that for many years, and kind of, you know, it's almost kind of, you know, been married kind of the same amount of time he was married, you know, up until that point. And I can ask him for advice, and I know that if you know, he thought, I genuinely believe that if my mate thought that I was wrong in a situation, he would tell me that, if you see what I mean. But he might tell me in a way that I can digest it, if you see what I mean, in a way that I can digest it as another man, if you see what I mean, and say, you know, it's the way to go about things. Say, listen, mate, I don't think you were right there, you know, I think actually you might have been wrong in that situation, you know, I think you should maybe go and apologise to your wife, or you might, you know, or, you know, I mean, I'm just being hypothetical, I'm not saying that happened, I'm just giving an example, but you should be able to, you know, especially the people that you hold closest to you, you know, you should be able to communicate with each other without, you know, taking shit too personal, you know. If someone is trying to help you grow, trying to help you evolve, trying to help you better yourself in your life and everything else, and only has your best intentions at heart, your best interests, then what just it's.
I think you can only grow in life if you're positive in life. I think when as soon as you start being negative in life is when you stop growing. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
And I think being positive, being kind, being honest, not lying, all this kind of stuff, it's a beautiful thing if you can balance on that line, if you see what I mean. And that's what I try to do every day. And I'm hoping to sort of keep balancing on that type right thing, down the end, and get hopefully in the future get kinder. I don't know whether I could be more honest than I can, because I don't really see anyone or anything or talk to anyone. Do you know what I mean? I'm just you can't really be honest if you're living on your own every day. If you see what I mean? I know that I've got an honest heart. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't go out there lying to anyone. If you see what I mean? So I know my heart. Do you know what I mean? And I just like to be as nice as possible. I'm not perfect. Do you know what I mean?
None of us are.
Even myself, because I've talked about ants and things, I've actually killed them in the past myself, you know what I mean? So I'm not perfect. I used to kill them deliberately when I was a very little boy.
Yeah.
But then I learned not to be cruel with them anymore, if you see what I mean, So I think we're all learning.
Yeah, it's true.
That's that.
Life is a learning process, isn't it?
It really is,
It's
Like I say, even in the next 5 years, I'm hoping to go up another level.
Yeah.
And, even our philosophy channels are going to be a bit more interesting, hopefully,
Yeah, I believe so.
Because we're going up a level every.
We would have evolved ourselves as people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Anyway, mate, any final words, any closing statements, anything at all that you would like to leave with the people before we wrap it up for this week's episode? All about
I forgot.
kindness.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Kindness, mate. Any final words about kindness? Any closing statements? Anything you want to leave with the people?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I'd just sort of say, be kind.
Yeah.
Smile more if you can, Be beautiful. Because that's what kindness is, isn't it? I think kindness is actually being beautiful. Because when I see someone being kind, I find it very beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what kindness is, being beautiful.
Yeah.
Being wicked is not being beautiful, that's being ugly.
Yeah.
So that's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
And I think if you are kind and beautiful every day, people are going to see it in your face. If you're wicked every day, people are going to see that in your face.
Yeah.
They're going to see a grumpy face,
Yeah.
And I think you can actually look at someone sometimes and tell what kind of the person they are straight away.
Yeah.
By, just gazing at them straight away, And some people are quite clever. They can they're quite clever at sort of being kind and looking like a very genuine, nice person, lovely, but they're not. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got to be careful, aware of. Deceitful people out there. There are a lot of people out there trying to cheat, trying to, take something off you in one way or another. You don't need all that, do you know what I mean? Just be yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
But just be kind, and I say, it's really easy to be angry in life, isn't it? Yeah. Or it's easy to cry in life, but it's easy to smile in life. You can just stop right now and smile.
Yeah, it's true.
That's how easy it all is. And it's all up to you to smile at the end of the day, and be kind and do the right thing, basically, and if you follow the right thing, if you can, every day, do the right thing as much as possible every day, I feel that you'll just get stronger every day.
I agree.
And stronger,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll feel happier. You see, that's because that's what I try to do. Every day I make an effort. I'm not doing anything bad to anything. Full stop. I don't even want to pick a flower. Do you know what I mean? I just don't want to do any bad things. And Because at the end of the day, you know, when you go to sleep, you know, it's on your score sheet in a kind of way. You know, you've got your own score sheet. How did I do today? Did I smile? Was I happy? You know, it belongs to you. You know.
Yeah, of course.
So I just sort of like put as much energy into each day as possible. Enjoy it, appreciate it, and do the right thing.
I agree. Yeah. All I will say personally is just be kind even when no one is watching. Be kind even when
be kind to yourself as well.
Yeah, exactly. That too. But be kind
That's
even when no one is watching, and always remember that right is right and wrong is still wrong, regardless of whatever you see going on in the world today, or whatever these people try to however much these people try to make certain things normal and normalize certain things in society and do certain, their agendas and shit that they try to like perpetuate upon people. Just remember that right is right and wrong is wrong, and that never changes. You know, we all instinctively and intuitively know what is right from right and what is wrong, what is right and what is wrong, and how to treat people, and how to conduct ourselves, in a certain manner. So yeah, just be kind,
Well, that's really important, like you say, like being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget to treat themselves to things, or give themselves nice stuff and things, you know what I mean? But it's really, really important to be kind to yourself. I know that,
Yeah, look after yourself, it's true.
I think like when you can be kind to yourself, you can be, and honest to yourself, with yourself, you can be kind and honest with everyone else. I think that's how it kind of works, You can't start, but anyway,
Anyway, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode all about kindness. I did too, very much so.
Not bad.
We'll be back again next week with a brand new episode, so please stay tuned for that, of course.
Be kind.
Be kind. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Simple as that. Good night. God bless. We are the Philosophy Podcast. Yeah.
Yo.